Something I'm realizing now in my life, in this chapter of my life, is patience. And it's helping me come to terms that being the good person is so hard. It's so much harder to be the good person rather than it is to just be the victim in everybody else's life instead of taking ownership and accountability for your life. It takes guts to actually have some self-awareness. It takes some heart, bro. You gotta be one bold motherfucker to actually look yourself in the mirror and tell yourself what you doing wrong. How you talking the wrong way, how you reacting to stuff the wrong way, just how you going about life the wrong way. It's so much easier to just lay back and say, okay, I'm feeling like this because of you, or you did this to me. No. Your life is the way it is because of the decisions you have made leading up to this very point. Whether it's a good life, a bad life, a mediocre life, a rich life, poor life, whatever you want to call it, whatever floats your boat, right? If the shoe fits. So it take guts, bro. It take a lot of heart and a lot of brain power and wisdom and guidance from the Most High, from God, for sure. Because it's like, on this journey, you're going to have a lot of haters. You're going to have a lot of naysayers. You're going to have a lot of people in your ear saying that your decision is not the right decision, or the person you with is not the right person to be with. The car you driving, oh, you should have got a better one. The shoes you wearing, oh, yeah, but I like these. It's always going to be an opinion that doesn't go along with yours. So why care about opinions at all? You feel me? Because you can have 1,000 people rooting for you, and it's gonna be another 5,000 that's not. So like, just live your life, do you, be happy while you doing it too. Don't do anything to try to impress people, try to gain validation from other people, because at the end of the day, they probably don't even like you. They just like the life you living. They just like that you are happy living your life. That's just how life works. They're not gonna see you at the bottom. They're not gonna notice you. I'm not nobody right now. I'm not nobody. But that's okay. Because being somebody is subjective. Success is subjective. Like, I used to live my life just worrying about what other people saying about me, bro. And I tried to be this character in their life instead of just being me in mine. And while trying to impress other people, you are always going to lose yourself, because your soul just not going to accept it, because it's not you. It's who they want you to be. It's who these people are painting you out to be. It came a point in time where I had to just kick the paint over. Just stop painting me. People going to always paint you. They going to always paint you in the light that they want to paint you in. But it's up to you if you want to stand there and let them paint you. Certain situations, just better for you to just walk away from overall. You human, of course, so you probably gonna miss the person, still think about them every now and then or whatever, but don't let nobody paint no picture of you, bro. But that always don't mean you gotta defend yourself or say something. Sometimes it's best to just be quiet. Sometimes it's best to just focus on you and not worry about what everybody else saying, because it doesn't matter at the end of the day. You were born alone. You're going to die alone. In order to be happy, you need to be able to be alone. You can't spend your life running to other people for opinions and advice. It's never gonna work out for you, because at the end of the day, your heart is your heart, your brain is your brain, your soul is your soul. And you gotta save your own soul at the end of the day. So people's opinions shouldn't matter. What people saying and doing around you shouldn't matter. The way other people live in their life in general shouldn't matter. Yes, you can have friends, of course, and congratulate them and be there for them when they are on their come up and stuff like that. But you shouldn't be so attached to it to the point where if you aren't in that situation that you're upset. Because that's foolishness. That's ridiculous. Because why would I do that? That is just going to cause me mental stress. Like, I have a few friends that I consider right now that are doing better than me. I feel like I'm behind in a lot of things. But I had to fall back from that some because I noticed it was causing me to lose my mind and to me actually let it affect my heart and my mood to the point where I wasn't progressing anymore because I'm so busy already thinking like I lost. You feel me? But that's the thing about life. You didn't lose at all. You can't lose. It's the only way you can lose is if you end your own life because there's always more time. You can always do better. You can always be a better version of yourself. You can always be better than the person you were yesterday. It's always a possibility. You just got to be self-aware and you got to start respecting yourself. Start respecting your time, your energy, your love. You got to watch who you give your love to. You got to watch who you give a simple conversation to. It gets that deep. It definitely gets that deep. A lot of people are going to try to pull you into negativity and they're just going to try to stop you. They're going to try to stop your glow. They're going to try to just stop the person you are becoming, but you cannot let them. You can't let them. Because if you let them, you're giving them everything that they are wishing for. People be praying on your downfall and swear that they don't. So you really got to be cautious on who you hang around, who you associate yourself with. Look at the lifestyle of these other people. Do you want to be that? Do you want to live the way they are living? Forever? This is the life you want forever? That's what you got to think to yourself, bro. Is this the life that I want forever? If you sit around with people all day and they not doing nothing at all, not being productive in any type of way, you're going to be just like them because you're sitting around them being unproductive. They just so stuck on this thing of like, I don't know. You don't have to know, but you have to do something. You have to figure it out. That's what you have to do. Like, it's not always going to be easy. Sometimes you're not going to know what to do, but you got to take that risk. You got to take that risk because it would just be better. Why not? You will experience something new. You experience a different side of life. Take some alone time and get to understand yourself, your thought patterns, what makes you happy, what doesn't make you happy, the things you will allow in your life, the things you won't, the people. You got to set boundaries, even for yourself. There's certain things when you are allowing yourself to hit higher vibrations and higher frequencies, and you notice that things in your life are starting to change and elevate for the better, you need to allow it. You can't keep going against the grain. You gotta allow it. You gotta go with it. So if your frequency hitting all these all these notches, all these levels, right? And you just going up every day, you starting to feel better, and stuff. Just keep going better, right? And you hanging with these low vibing people who do not want better for themselves the way you do. You're gonna go back down. The fact that we be so out of touch with reality and ourselves. You can be in touch with reality. You should be in touch with reality because you're going to run around here making a fool out of yourself. But don't be a part of it. Just understand it and know about it. But don't allow yourself to sink lower to be a part of this reality, this 3D shit, this matrix shit. Don't allow yourself to be sucked in by it. Be higher than it, but know of it. Because if you don't know about it, you're going to automatically get pulled into it. And you're still not going to know about it. You're just going to know that this is my life and it's how it is. But you're not going to have any motivation to change it. That's why you got to surround yourself with the right things, build up the right habits, start taking care of yourself and just everything around you. I consider myself to be ahead of my time because I don't mesh with a lot of people. I don't find interest in certain stuff people have interest in because it's too 3D. It's too realistic. I like to talk about things that you would consider unrealistic, but it's completely realistic for me. My reality is different from most people's reality. So I will come off as the crazy person, or I will come off as the dude who talks too much. I just find life interesting. You don't? The fact that you just sit there quiet, not thinking about anything, that should be a problem to you. The fact that a whole bunch of ideas are not in your head, a whole bunch of funny stuff is not in your head, that should be a problem to you. That you are not at peace mentally in that type of way where you can actually let your creativity flow. Everyone is creative. And if you hold yourself back, even with the things you say, you're blocking out your creativity. But you're going to do that if you continue to associate yourself with low vibing ass people. Energy is a real thing. You can't tell me otherwise. So like, just protect it and care about it. Start respecting yourself. And Don't let people pull you down, because they will try forever. Like, I'm only 20 now and life has been a bitch. But I know it's so many more years coming that people are still going to try to deceive me and manipulate me and use me and play me. And always found it hard to just not defend myself, not say anything. But it's getting so much easier because it's so much better to just say nothing at all. Because I'm starting to respect myself and my time and my energy. If people trying to talk about me and say what they saying, they not happy with themselves. Because if they were, they would be somewhere being productive, doing something positive in their life. Whether that be reading, writing, working out, even just sitting there in a room by yourself thinking. That's therapeutic. That's therapeutic to me. Last thing I'm going to say, and I'm going to end the video. If you're struggling being a good person, keep being a good person. If you have a good heart and a big heart, don't let nothing taint that. Don't nothing take that away from you, because I promise that's your best quality. The fact that you love so hard and you care about people and they feelings and their emotions, and you're that friend that people can call for whatever and just talk. That's okay. That's fine. But know your limits, because certain people, they see that light, they see that energy, they see that you got a good heart. They gonna use you because they too weak, because they don't have self-awareness, because they don't have a good heart, a big heart. So they're gonna use you and they're gonna manipulate you and lie to you and tell you a lot of sweet nothingness. Friends, family, lovers, everything, bro. You need to watch out for them type of people, because if you don't, you're gonna find yourself heartbroken and confused, and you're gonna always find yourself going back to old habits that you broke away from, that didn't serve you in the past, that you learned your lesson from, and you go back because you get lonely, or just for the simple fact that you still don't know yourself. You don't have to know everything about yourself in order to love yourself. Love who you are now, and love the person that you are becoming. That's what it's all about, bro. You don't have to try to be this perfect person. You don't have to try to fit anybody else's standards or anybody else's needs. It doesn't matter who they are, how much money they have, how much status or followers. It doesn't matter, bro. You need to be happy with yourself. The sooner you do that, the sooner you will actually find enjoyment in the life we are living. Like, we have a lot of time, but then again, don't take advantage of that, because life isn't promised. It isn't. You will spend your whole life trying to be something someone else wants you to be. Then you will be on your deathbed years down the line, wondering to yourself like, damn, what would have happened if I would have done this? If I would have actually been me. Don't spend your whole life trying to be what somebody else wants you to be. Or don't spend your whole life trying to be someone else other than yourself, because of what you see from other people's lives or what's going on in the world. That will drive you crazy and you will never be happy. It doesn't matter how many followers, likes, comments, shares, views on YouTube, money in your pocket. It does not matter how much you accumulate, because your soul will still be rattled.